With the collapse of the Persian and Macedonian empires, Pontus consolidates power as a blended Greco-Persian kingdom and stands ready to strike out and expand. The records begin in 272 BC. Pontus is at war with Cappadocia to the south and Chimera to the north. They are defensive allies with Bithynia to the west, but by the end of the year, Colchis declares war on Pontus and mobilizes its forces for an invasion. After years of posturing, action is taken in 267 BC. Peace was made between Pontus and Cappadocia after Cappadocia paid Pontus a $3,300 bribe. To the east, Colchis takes Trapezus, making a land border with Pontus. Pontus cannot let this stand. A Pontic army, under the visionary general Mithridates Cistes, assaults Colchis forces taking up positions in Trapezus.
Where's the general?
See you in the afterlife!
Aye!
Swords! If any of you men run, you will
Why are you idiots? Until you have one your kid rights!
In the Battle of Trapezus, Pontus deployed 3,120 men and lost 287 of them. Colchis, on the other hand, deployed 1,864 men in its occupation of Trapezus and lost 1,793 of them, an astounding victory for the emergent Pontus, but at the cost of an unnamed Pontic general, Mithridates Cistes, second in command, who died alongside the victorious general leading a cavalry flanking charge in Trapezus' alleyways. Nevertheless, Trapezus was liberated by Pontus. After a year of recovery, a food shortage in 265 BC, caused by a lack of established Pontic agriculture, forces General Cistes to act. He marches his great army to Phasis, the capital of Colchis. Phasis' garrison sallies out and attacks the besieging Pontic forces.
We will not be beaten down or pushed aside, but we will stand firm as our ancestors.
Don't wave that sword around near me, you fool!
The ancestors are unquiet. We will die here.
My lord!
You inbred
Hold
swine!
that bastards,
Your
you
father
dogs!
shags pig!
Nose!
Don't waste your corpse! Make them count!
Fill the sky!
Easily!
Lose!
Those bastards!
Fire on the enemy!
Find your targets! Fire on the enemy! Attack them! Get them out! Double time! Charge!
Attack their position! Attack their position!
In the Battle of Phasis, Pontus deployed 1,481 soldiers and lost a mere 160 of them. Colchis deployed 1,760 barbarians and lost 1,247 of them. It is widely speculated that the Colchian general and his bodyguards were either drunk or on drugs, as they did not react as their elite unit was shredded by accurate Pontic javelin men. Whatever the truth may be, the pathway to initiate a siege of Phasis was cleared, and General Cistes surrounded the infernal den of the last remaining Colchians. Knowing they couldn't withstand a prolonged siege, the tyrants of Phasis mobilized their population and remaining forces outside of Phasis and initiated a daring pincer attack on the besieging Pontic forces, intending to break the siege of Phasis and kill General Cistes and his loyal men. The men of Pontus would need to strike fast against two strong but separated Colchian armies. The Second Battle of Phasis was about to begin.
At the double! Hands me! you can!
In the Pontic victory at the Second Battle of Phasis, Pontus deployed 1,316 men and lost 465 of them, while Colchis deployed an astounding 3,282 and lost 2,567 of them. Pontus managed to defeat the Colchis horde in detail, but it was a costly battle that was saved by a daring Pontic javelinman that managed to hit on the second Colchian general that caused his reinforcing Colchian horde to flee back into the city. General Cistes would lead his men in a general disorganized assault on the remaining mob of Phasis, with messy street fighting against the desperate last stand of the Colchians, costing more Pontic lives than originally expected. When the dust settled, General Cistes and his men recovered and began rebuilding Phasis, as Colchis was destroyed. News from the south came that Cappadocia had betrayed Pontus and redeclared war. However, the wily reformed Pontic army that had garrisoned the capital after their general had died at Trapezus launched a lightning strike against the exposed Cappadocian outpost city of Samosata. The new model army of elite, trained Pontic forces would go up against the militant Cappadocian garrison of Samosata.
Right forward!
In what can barely be called the Battle of Samosata, the new standard army of Pontus deployed 1,307 professionals and lost only 21 of them. The Cappadocians, on the other hand, sent 1,160 men to battle, losing 828 of them. Almost as soon as the lines of men engaged in combat, the Cappadocians fled in a mass rout, leading to a wholesale slaughter. The professional Pontic army would go on to occupy and rebuild Samosata as Cappadocian reinforcements in the nearby mountains fled back to their capital. This was because of Pontic shrewd diplomacy. Pontus paid the warlike nation of Galicia a small $100 fee to declare war on Cappadocia. Within a few weeks, Cappadocia had gone from declaring an offensive war against Pontus to forming a last-stand bastion around their capital city, beset on all sides by barbaric hordes of Galicians. All would not go how Pontus's generals and politicians envisioned it, however, for in the waning months of 261 BC, the ruthless monsters of Cimera launched an opportunistic attack on General Cistes and his recovering attritioned forces at the Third Battle of Phasis. The brave soldiers of Pontus had full faith in their legendary commander Cistes, but even they were concerned at the size and ferocity of the Chimeran horde approaching their newly liberated city. The time for all-out defense of Phasis was upon them.
Foothold and their carcasses back for the fish and crabs to hand.
Regular meals. That's all I wanted.
And you...
Bastards! I will cut out your hearts and eat them!
You don't have to... Don't forget fire! But keep your head down! Boys! This may be your last day of fighting! Javelin men! Let's finish this!
As you command! Understood! Back! Understood! Back! Riders at the double! For victory! Forwards!
Quickly now!
Advance at speed! Riders at the double!
Shame is there in death! Charge!
To advance! I want them driven off! Who shoots without permission? For the ancestors!
I'd rather die with a good woman! Glory awaits!
The Third Battle of Phasis was a devastating Pontic defeat. Of the 1,193 brave Pontic men that took up arms against the invaders, 933 of them would fall defending Phasis to their last breath. The monstrous Cimmerian horde deployed 2,388 savage barbarians and lost 1,227 of them. A costly victory for Chimera, but a victory nonetheless. Chimera seized Phasis as the Pontic general and war hero Mithridates Cistes was last seen defending the town center amongst his surrounded bodyguards against the bloodthirsty Cimmerian hordes that finally broke through. Enraged at this honorless attack, in 260 BC, newly appointed general Anazandres begins to raise a fresh, determined Pontic army in Trapezus to avenge the defeat at Phasis by Cimmera. Unbelievably, in the next year of 259 BC, the remnants of Cappadocia hire a massive mercenary army with their last remaining funds. They launch a surprise attack against Pontus through the mountain passes. This force manages to force its way unto Amasea, the capital of Pontus, where only the garrison of Pontus's golden city can stand against the last roll of the dice of the Cappadocian rivals. Against the backdrop of the defeat at Phasis, the battle for Pontus's soul takes place in the neighborhoods of the capital Amasea, as the garrison sharpens its blades against the approaching Cappadocian menace.
Enemy! Put them all to...
You bastard! At the double! Quick march! Get the enemy! Double time! Halt! Halt! Help! There is no shame in this force! Everyone says speed! This is it! Everybody to die!
In the glorious defense of the capital Amasea, Pontus deployed 1,600 men and lost 323, while the marauding Cappadocians deployed 1,509 cowards and lost 1,184 poor fools. After the battle, the forces of Galicia seized the Cappadocian capital of Mazaca, completing the conquest of Cappadocia and trampling them into the dust. In 259 BC, Pontus is at a turning point. To the east, armies muster as the new proud but untested general Anaxandres musters a force to avenge the fallen Pontic forces at Phasis. Yet, reports abound that the conquering Cimmerian force has taken to the sea. What are General Anaxandres' plans, and can he avenge the fallen and retake Phasis? To the west, Galatians grow immensely and rapidly. Pontus invited them in. However, have the warlike barbarians grown too strong? Will the Galatians invade Pontus and enforce a two-front war? To the south and east beyond the mountains, the strong nation of Armenia and the vast empire of the Seleucids watch from a distance. If Pontus takes their eye off of them, they might strike when Pontus is at its most vulnerable. Even with enemies all around, the citizens and soldiers of Pontus believe in their destiny. They must conquer or be conquered, rule or be ruled. The enemies abound as they muster their forces. Control of Asia and the Black Sea are about to enter a new, more devastating phase that will shake empires and nations to their core. Tune into the next episode to see if this is Pontus's rise or the start of its fall.